Hello everyone! Today is my 6th day of my 30-day block challenge, and I'm so excited that I've made it so far, okay? And I want to begin my video today with an interesting fact. For me, there was a rattlesnake alert a few days ago, and it's quite unusual for me to receive such a message, because the place I've lived so far in, there was no snakes. Okay, I googled statistics about rattlesnakes in Texas and found out that there are 1 to 2 people die from the venomous bites of that snakes, which is quite sad, but at the same time it indicates, this statistics indicates that it's quite safe to live in. Right, anyway, still we have to stay cautious, right? Don't we? Okay, so I want to speak about neuroplasticity today. And it is a very interesting topic for me, because I'm dealing with it every day, because I am now training myself for public speaking, but also it is important for those who are dealing with an emotional pain as well. And neuroplasticity actually helps us to create new neurons, which means that it is new behavior, new cognitions, and ultimately it means new life as well for us, for many of us. Okay, so what again is neuroplasticity? It is our ability of our brain to create new neurons. Up to 25 years old, Mother Nature gives us those new neurons for free. After 25, we need to find the ways how to trick our brain into this state. Okay, so, and there are a few ways. Well, actually, the reason why it's really hard for us after 20, especially after 25, because we don't have direct control over our autonomous system, an autonomous nervous system, which actually controls our emotion states. But we do have access to our autonomous system via our breath and exercise. Well, exercises indirectly actually, or directly sometimes, involve breathing as well. Okay, so again, when we are in the emotional pain, our brain is in this circuitry which involves fear feelings or anxiety feelings. Okay, and basically, actually, amygdala, it's part of our brain which is involved in this circuitry, and we need to find a way to calm down our amygdala. Okay, and to shift from this circuitry to another one. Okay, and when I am now in anxiety, I'm not in emotional pain, but I'm in anxiety state because I'm before camera, and I also need to find the way how to calm down my nervous system. Okay, and again, like I said, we have an access to our autonomous system through our breath. Okay, and now I'm trying to breathe more deep to calm down myself. Okay, and why I also one of the reasons why I can't put enough stress how important to actually to know about neuroplasticity and breathing exercises, or exercises overall, because there are two parts of our brain which have the neurons, the most number of it, the most number of them, to create new neurons, and that is hippocampus and cerebellum. Cerebellum is at the back of our head, and cerebellum is responsible for the coordination of the movements. And a lot of recent studies show that exercises are beneficial for our mental health. It's an interesting fact that actually doesn't change our weight a lot, okay, but it does change our mood state. Interesting, isn't it? Okay, so, and another thing which I wanted to tell you about is EMDR, because it actually also is linked to the same concept, why exercises are important for us to improve our mental health. Well, again, back to our stress responses. To the stress responses for our body. The first one is to freeze, the second one is to flight, and the third one is to fight. So when we are moving, which could be a flight response or fight response, our brain understands that we are moving, and the fact that we are moving for brain is important because it can now shift from one circuitry to another one. So it does have this amazing skill to shift itself from one circuitry to another one. For instance, if we are in an anxiety mode, we can soothe ourselves to calm down our nervous system via just moving, okay? And EMDR, why is it so efficient? When we're just moving our eyes from one side to the other, because that way our brain understands that we are moving. Because when we are moving, normally our eyes wander from side to side to the other side, okay? And it's an amazing fact, isn't it? That we can do very simple things to improve our mental health. And that's why I can't emphasize enough that exercises are very important to improve our mental health. Okay, and also an interesting thing about yoga, because yoga now also shows high rate of improving mental health, improving depressions, improving our ability to focus, to be more efficient at many things. Well, to be honest, I was always skeptical about yoga. I always appreciated the exercise part and breathing part of yoga, okay? I do love exercise part of yoga, but I never actually bought the mindful part of yoga, because a decade ago or more probably, yoga teachers were, let's say, not really well educated, and when they were doing the mindful part, they would say, I'm sorry, a total crap about the body, about the nature. So it was totally unscientific stuff. Just bullshit. And that's why it was low credibility for me when they were saying something about our body. Like you need to imagine that well, you are breathing now through your colon. I can't breathe through my colon. And this kind of stuff actually made me really not trust yoga teachers. But now recent research in this area show that yoga actually is really beneficial for our mental health because of mindful part as well. Because of mindfulness part as well. Okay. Well, and to be fair, that over a decade, the last decade, yoga teachers are now getting way better at understanding the things. Well, at least they are way more educated than they used to be back in the days. Well, so what I want to tell you that if you want to learn how to calm down your nervous system, yoga is one of the pathways, and now it does have high rate of credibility. So you can try yoga as well. Okay, and probably that is it for today. Thank you for watching this video. In my next video, I'm gonna tell about attention deficiency disorder. Thank you for following me, and see you next time.